No.
Hey everybody.
Hey YouTube.
We're coming at you, giving you an update. One, we greatly appreciate everybody who checked in on RC for on Saturday and through Sunday to see how he was doing. Eyesight's off a little bit, but I mean, he tried to drive this morning.
Hi, Bobby.
But couldn't do it, which is, it's okay.
It's almost like you instantly go cross-eyed. Because the only way I can really explain how my eyesight's going right now. If I move, thanks Josie for interrupting me. If I move too fast or something comes too fast at me, it's like my eyes go cross-eyed. It's weird.
But he's gotten most of his memory back, so I mean, we're doing better than what we were on Saturday. So, but here is the aftermath of the car.
She's junk.
She is completely toast.
I mean, it could probably run again, but the time and effort it would take to even get it safe to run again would be not worth it.
And those of you that think that he should get in right away to face his peers, well, you know what? To tell you the truth and to be honest, he's not going to right now. We got a few other priorities that we need to put first, and then we will see how he's doing. But all this is completely broken, all of it.
I'm glad I added those bars to my tank protector. Here on the ship. So this bar right here, the one that kind of goes down, it wasn't there before, but now I'm glad I did, because as you see it is bent. So if that would not have stopped my door, it may have gotten to either my GoPro mount or possibly even my fuel cell there. So it's a good thing I put it in there. I mean, as you see, that door's in quite a ways. And so, but this side here definitely went in more. Sorry about my son's butt in the way. He's a little monkey. He thinks he needs to climb on everything. This tire here is the tire that was messed up from Richland Center. Bobby, you need to get down before you get hurt. But the mono leaf is broke. The strut's out of the welds. The chassis itself is pushed in, I'd say probably a couple of inches there. But looks like both support trailing arms that go from down there to up, the front one's broke. Honey, help him, please. This door is foobarred. I don't know if my cage held up. Let's see here quick. Yeah, it looks like it held up. Would definitely not be fun to get out of there.
What do you say?
But this frame rail, if you look down there, is pushed in, I'd say probably 10 inches. Because all that mangled metal is not supposed to be mangled metal. This frame is definitely pushed in quite a bit. It's actually into the engine cradle. Thank Zero for building a hell of an engine cradle, that's for damn sure. Fender separated from the chassis, but this bumper did stay on. Everybody thinks that my header protector and stuff like that actually like effed up and sheared off and stuff like that. No, just the bolts sheared off. But I do believe that this front header is shot. So it's, I'm gonna say 99% sure that it's junk. Yeah, K member's shot too. She's folded in. Nothing I could have done about that. But everything down here looks just twisted. It's still intact, but just twisted bad. Can't really can't really see in there, but I'm almost certain that my bumper and radiator and all that stuff's all in my starter and oil filter protector. My engine cradle, there was a gap there, at least a good 2, maybe 3 inches, and now it's all the way up against my windshield bar.
Stop it.
So, again, there was a slight gap between my battery box and firewall. Bigger than that. There isn't anymore. I don't know what else to really show you guys. I can go to the driver's side quick.
Bye-bye.
But yeah, this door is definitely gone.
No!
My son doesn't think so. But the driver's side is somewhat in the same condition that it was when I drove.
In the car.
Can't really tell if... Yeah, I don't think this firewall pushed in any. But it did twist outward. That ripped right there. This side of the K number is still good. I don't know if you guys can... I don't know if somebody can restub just a single side, but I wouldn't. It's rail starting to rip right there and right there. But if that header's not a foolard, I'll be absolutely amazed.
Do not come on.
Like, seriously, I'll be amazed if that front header is not messed up bad. Like, junk crushed in. But I do remember this side here, it's hard to get the camera in there, but this side here, the rail was fairly tight to the engine cradle, and now there's a good probably 4-inch gap right here.
Our radiator's busted.
Oh yeah, that radiator's gone.
Sorry, Kenny.
Yeah, sorry, Kenny, but you knew the chances of loaning me a radiator. I do remember you giving me shit about me saying that you don't have YouTube, but I got a phone, so. Alright. I was told that it fired up and drove off the track. It was just a pain in the butt to get on the trailer, which I want to thank everybody that helped me move vehicles. Josh, Kurt, I really appreciate you guys. I'm glad I got the friends that I do. Because if it would have just been me, the wife, and the kids, I don't know what we would have done. The car probably would have stayed at the track for I don't know how many more days, because I still can't drive, and it's now Wednesday.
And I also want to thank Kurt and Julia for helping out with Josie and taking her, and then our sitter for having our son. So, luckily enough, our oldest was with her mom because they took a trip to a different state. But those that were there and helped, thank you. For me, it means a lot.
Thanks everyone for helping out.
But you don't really know who your friends really are.
Help him.
You don't really know who your friends really are until something like this happens. But I guess this is really it. I mean, supposedly I got somebody that wants to buy this, but as you guys see, it's on my car trailer at my mom's, and I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep it, but before this neighbor here complains, or this neighbor here complains that there's junk behind my mom's house, blah blah blah. But get down before you get hurt. But if the guy that originally wanted this car, that car is not for sale. That goes back to my buddy Edward. I honestly think that this car is either it's getting sold one way or another, either complete or it's going to be severely parted out. I honestly don't know how I'm gonna get this cage out if the guy wants it. That's why I'm hoping he just buys the whole damn car. But if he doesn't buy the whole car, then I'm just gonna pull what parts I can, leave the cage in it, because there's no way in heck I'm gonna be able to lift this thing out. And after I cut it out, it's gonna take so much cutting, it's not even gonna be funny. Because I remember putting just my halo or my tank protector uprights, and I think I still got the scar on my shin from doing that alone. So, but as you can tell, there's a little rip right there where I had it welded to the roof, and everything kind of got pushed back a little bit. But at least I still got my roof sign. If I do cut this car apart, this door plate here might come off and I'll hang it in my garage. But I think this guy here is going to be done for derbying for quite a while. I want to get this thing sold, parted out, gone, one way or another. If the guy that originally wanted to buy this does not come through, this car will be up for sale. As you guys can see, the body itself is junk, but everything else is still good, besides maybe that header. And I've told you to get down 3-4 times now. This car will be for sale for $6,000. I'm not taking a penny less. I got close to 8 into it between all the parts. Basically, $6,000 buys you this car off my trailer and onto your trailer, and a few things, a tube that's in my garage in front of the hatchback there. But $6,000 buys it, besides my roof sign and my GoPro mount. Willing to negotiate a little bit, very little. So, alright, thanks everybody for your time. Thanks everybody for checking in on me after Saturday. I want to give a big shout out to Kara Field, Scott Hooks at Hooked on Motorsports. I really appreciate you guys putting it or adding this class to the show, because originally you guys did not have the WELD class. But I think we put on a good show for everybody that was there. It was kind of a small show. Grandstands were not packed as they would have been normally, which is okay. We're still in the coronavirus scare. Everybody knows our views on that and stuff like that. So, but I would say probably the grandstands were probably 50% capacity. I know the pits were pretty full. I think they said they had 74 cars registered, which for a small town and a rushed show, rushed by meaning they were going to have the show in September, but they canceled it for the fair. And then the fair board, no, I'm not turning the camera around, I hate being on camera. They can look at my car while I'm talking. The fair board got a hold of Kara and Scott at Hooked on Motorsports and basically asked them if they would be able to put on a show in July. So I think they had like 60 days or something like that to be able to get the show together, and they did alright. I heard that the fair board was actually charging pit pass prices for people in the grandstands, which that was not Hooked on Motorsports deal. That would have been the fair boards. So everybody that had to pay, pit pass fee for just watching the show, I apologize from me. I'm pretty sure Kara and Scott Hooks apologizes too. And I hope at least we put on a show. No, she does not have the coronavirus, she just has allergies. Ha ha ha. But yeah. And everybody that was there, including my friends and family and Karen, Scott, and everybody hooked on motorsports and everything like that. Didn't mean to give you a scare. I mean, it's going on Wednesday, and I remember most of the day up to the run. I don't remember pulling into the track. I don't remember derbying itself. But, I mean, I don't know. As you see, I got some expanding foam on that pillar. I don't recall hitting it. But my helmet does have some marks on it, so obviously I did hit it. I don't think I hit my switch panel up there. But, I don't know. It was definitely a rough class to be in. My kid's talking to a neighbor kid, that's all I learned.
Daycare kids.
But, yeah, I mean, all my tires are still holding there. This one here, I'm actually really amazed because that's in the tire. But, I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely done with the weld class. My body's not gonna take it no more. So, I do remember this rail being really messed up. The hit itself broke off my 1-inch threaded rod and actually broke the tube that I sleeved it with off of the core support. So this whole side here got pretty messed up.
But it was a good run overall.
Why does Daddy have this edge here?
So. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is almost a 17-minute video. I think we're going to call it here.
No hard feelings.
No, Patrick. That was a hell of a hit. Patrick Mahoney, he's the one that was able to get that hit on me. I mean, I could have no hard feelings.
And Patrick, RC even agrees that if he had the chance to take the hit on you like you did with him, he would have taken it.
Yep.
I am just glad you guys had a good understanding prior to going in.
I mean, nobody wants to see anybody get hurt in this sport. I mean, we're all family.
Absolutely not.
I don't think I've been in a hobby or sport that's more helpful than people in derbying. There's been times that I've needed parts and, I've borrowed them from my competition. There's been times competition has needed parts and I had some spares, I loaned them to them. But like I said, nobody wants to hurt anybody in the sport. I know Patrick feels bad about hurting me.
It's part of the sport.
But you know what? I knew there was a chance going into this. I mean, I knew my car was hurt. I had to put a couple extra fixture plates on here and stuff like that. I knew my car was hurt.
Getting hurt is part of the sport.
So, alright, ladies and gentlemen.
It's part of living life. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.
I think after this, we are going to be... I think me and the family, we're renting a 3.5 bedroom right now.
2.5, actually.
Well, whatever. But anyways, we're renting an apartment right now. And with us being like traveling family, we're really busy. We don't really need a brick and mortar type home. So I think with the proceeds of this car here and the money that I'm waiting on and stuff like that through our wonderful unemployment department, I think we're going to take that money and the money that I sell this car for, we're going to put it together and hopefully,
fingers crossed,
we're going to look into finding a bus.
Or an RV.
No RV. RVs are not as safe as a bus. But thanks. Now I was going to edit this out.
Come on.
So, yeah.
Finding,
listen to the little guy down there. A bus.
Finding like a retired either coach bus or school bus, so we can convert it into a tiny home is what they call it, or a schoolie. And try to find some land, anywhere between 1 and 5 acres for a decent price, and that's what we would like to do. Because at least if we have a schoolie and if there's a demo and we're in the pits, then, you know, and we've got friends that are, you know, running, we can at least still go to those events, go to those shows, still show our support not only to our friends, but to the fellow drivers, no matter who you are. So, but that is our goal right now. We decided that as soon as the hubby was able to have an actual conversation. So that's the goal right now. And those of you that thinks that he needs to get in right away and run, you know what?
That's our bigger priority.
He will run when he is ready, but he will do more of the gut and go class. But right now, our priority is to get us into like a schoolie and a bus to plant our feet and, you know, rely more on ourselves and have our stuff with pay less than what we're paying for rent.
Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on our other videos in the wonderful Lindeman Adventures.
Alright, you heard it. We'll see you guys soon, and we'll check back in when we can.